Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of All the Mods 9. Now, to start off today, I went ahead and I ripped out basically everything we did last episode relating to automating dirt. And then, after that, I decided, okay, the area where I am going to automate dirt and all this stuff, I do actually want to look nice. So I went ahead and I actually built up something I thought was pretty nice down there. So I figured it would be kind of rude if I didn't show you guys the full tour of the dirt temple now. I guess, well, yeah, let's go from the outside in. Okay, so this thing is almost done now. We're gonna finish it today, which I'm really excited about. There seems to be a really scary dude up there, but maybe I'll just let him be. Anyways, let's go in. Oh, this thing is awesome. Okay, and then I finish this first corridor, if you will, and you'll notice there's another little pressure plate here. I guess this next part isn't done yet, but you'll get the point. I think I broke it. Alright, so let me go back through this hidden door I have. Okay, so I should be able to do this. Oh, sweet, and then it takes me up. Isn't that kind of cool? Anyways, I know it's nothing too special, but I thought it was kind of neat. So the timing is so weird with it though, but you should be able to drop down and it should shoot you up. And there's no real way of getting back except for this doorway I have, which I'll have to figure that out soon. Anyways, look at this. Isn't this kind of neat? This took me such a long time to do, you have no idea. Anyways, besides the point, we're going to be using this space today. Another thing I noticed, by the way, I was rewatching my episode that I uploaded a few days ago. Episode, was it 4? I think 4. And I've been saying anyways so much. I was editing it, and I'm like, I had to cut out so many. I'm like, why do I keep saying that? Anyways, I just said it again. I'm going to try to say it less, because I feel like it's a little bit annoying. Let me know in the comments. I almost just caught myself saying anyways again, and I am going to say it. Anyways, the plan for today is we still need to automate all this stuff, but now even higher on the list is going to be mud. I also get dirt back on here because mud, as you can see, I have been using a stupid amount of it. Oh my god, this is probably what took me the longest to do, is getting all the mud, because mud is kind of expensive. So what are the ways to get mud? Well, there are a few ways, but the way we're going to do it is by using wheat. Now, there's a reason we're going to use wheat for this, and it's because, if I can pull it up, we can also use wheat to get biofuel and seeds as well. So if we make a wheat farm, we can use the wheat not only to make mud, but to make dirt as well. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Now, as far as I'm concerned, there's not actually that many ways of harvesting crops. I'm looking through mechanism. I don't think there's one, at least not the one that I know of. So we're probably just going to use harvester pylons because these are kind of easy to do. The only problem is that those require hose to operate, and I don't really want to be constantly refill this thing with different hose. So we also might go with create, because create's not really expensive to do. It just needs a bit of iron. So yeah. Plus, create would kind of look nice, wouldn't it? Man, let me tell you, I seriously still just love going through this thing. It's so fun. Here we go again for round 2. How awesome is that? All right, I think I have all the stuff I need to build this farm. I just have some basic create components, which hopefully this is enough. If it's not, I'll be a little bit upset, but I actually have to start and actually get farmland in here first. So let me go ahead and do that. All right, so before I build the actual thing, I'm just gonna kind of explain what I want to do. So I'm just gonna have the harvester come down from one of these sides. It's gonna plow all the farmland, and then I'm gonna have a where's the thing? Some portable storage interfaces that are gonna connect. I'm gonna take all the drops and take them to some sort of storage that I don't don't super know where I'm actually putting it. I'm gonna put it somewhere up here. I just haven't decided which wall. I'm gonna get to building this, so it's probably time for a little teeny itsy bitsy, you guessed it, montage. Oh, sweet. Check this out. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's going really slow, but to be honest, I think I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I quite like this, actually. This is going to turn out better than I thought. Alright, so let me quickly kind of explain what's going on. So what I have is I have a piston that's basically pushing this moving contraption into harvesting the wheat. And I just have a sequence gear shift and a redstone contact into a sequencer. This is basically just adding a delay so whenever it gets back, it doesn't get sent off instantly again, because that would look kind of weird, wouldn't it? So basically, this is just telling it, okay, when it comes back, wait, like, how long do I have? I think this is like 10 seconds. Then go back again, and then it should harvest wheat in all the barrels whenever they get filled up, and then we're going to take those and we're going to take the wheats, collect them through this portable storage interface that we have on both ends, and that's that. So now I think what I'm gonna do is, because I know I won't do it later unless I get to it now, I need to decorate in here. No idea what I want to do. It's probably going to be similar to over here, so I guess I'm just going to do a quick little cut, and just like that, it's done. This took me a little bit of time. Oh, I seem to have messed something up. Hold on. Okay, now I think everything's working. Just a little bit of trial and error. Okay, anyway, so I just have this contraption. It's going through. I guess I could decorate over there just a little bit, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now, the next step is to actually store this stuff. So I think I have an idea. Okay, so I have these framed drawers. I think these are going to be kind of cool, actually. And I think what I want to do, maybe we could do 6 barrels on each side. Oh, look at that. You can barely even tell they're drawers. Isn't that kind of cool? We can put stuff in there. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy with that, actually. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh, that is so cool. You can barely even tell they're there, but obviously we're going to have items in them. So, I mean, I think this is cool. And the frame drawers, how they work is you can put textures on them by doing like this and this. And this is the inside, the outside, and the inside. And then you can add another one here if you want. But I don't need to, so look at that. That's so cool. Okay, next up, I just have to get that the portable storage interface over here linked up to these drawers. So I think I'm going to need a drawer controller. Alrighty, so I have a basic system set up. Basically, I'm taking the items from over there from the machine and taking them into a drawer system that is, if I could get the right item, all these drawers is a system, right? So I can see the wheat and seeds here, and that's all that's in the system right now. I'm not going to go into the crazy logistics of it. I mean, there's not really that many logistics, but it's just a waste of time to go over it. Basically, I'm taking items from here, putting them into here. There's some hidden pipes, but we have wheat now, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, the main part of it is, what am I going to do with this wheat, right? I think I know what I'm going to do, because these seeds, what I can do is, you guessed it, turn it into biofuel. And I think that's going to be a much better source than using hopper botany pots, because that was so slow. Oh my gosh, for making dirt. So next up on the to-do list is actually rebuild all of our cobble works that we had. So that being the cobble, the gravel, the sand, and also the dirt. But to do that, I'm actually going to use igneous extruders instead of what we did last time, simply because what we did last time was really messy and I didn't like it. It was loud, it was laggy, so we are going to switch it up. But for this, I'm going to need more iron, and as I'm sure you guys already probably could tell, I'm broke on iron again. It's really a problem I need to solve as soon as possible. Maybe we'll do that next episode. So it's going to be time for another little mining trip, so I will be back. Okay, so I just went on a quite, to be honest, generational mining trip. I was mining for so long. As you can see by my hammer, I think all this stuff this is probably stopped because, yeah, it's full. I went mining for like I might have been there for 30 minutes, but we should be good on iron for quite some time. Alrighty, so the next step in this process is going to involve these 12 igneous extruders I've made, which actually weren't super duper expensive. You know, every time I use this thing, I just get locked in here. I need to redo this completely. Alright, so now the question is, where do I want to put all this? Because, I mean, the original plan was to put it all in here, but, I mean, this room just looks so good, right? The whole purpose of this room was to be for all this stuff, and then I ended up making another one anyways. Alrighty, so don't tell anyone about this, but I'm really upset at myself about this, actually, that I made this whole room just for all this stuff. That I'm just gonna hide it away anyway. Hey, it's not my fault when you think about it. I mean, it is, but you know. So the best way I've found to set these up, if I can get my water and lava, is to do something a little bit like this. So the way these work is they need water next to them, and they also need lava. But if you do something like this, all these 4 have lava, and then these 2 just have water. So these need water, these need lava, these 2 have lava, they need water. This one needs lava. You get the point. And all of these should be working a charm. So this is going to be making 12 cobblestone every however long this is. I don't know how long it is. It can also make basalt and whatnot, which actually I am probably going to do in the future, just not right now. Now the question is, how do I want to go about getting all of this situated? You know what else I'm going to do is this, so I don't need this here. So I think next up what I'm going to do, if I could find where I put the stuff. Yes, here they are. Check this out. Sneaky, right? These drawers are so awesome, and I think this should be in range for me to connect them up as well. Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So now what I can do is I can just item pipe everything that's behind here. I mean, I guess I'm gonna need a way back there, huh? Time to make a frame the door real quick. Sweet. And now I can get back here just like that. So I can put cobble in here, and then, you know, I guess doing all this is probably going to be one huge mess, isn't it? Yeah, I only have 6 item pipes too, so let me make some more of these and I'll be back. So I should be able to just hook everything up like this and set these all to extract. Okay, so all the cobblestone from all of these should now be getting sent into over here, and I think that's been made obvious by the fact that we already... Yeah, this is really fast. Maybe I didn't need all 12 of them. Anyways, check that out. So now I think it's time I just set up everything that I set up from last episode, and we should be good to go. Okay, so I think I have the whole system functioning, and I have all the stuff being stored out here. How awesome is this? Okay, so let me quickly explain kind of what's happening and the order of things that they're going to happen in. So I have cobblestone being taken from here. It's going to go into here, then it's going to extract that gravel, then it's going to go into the system. Then the system's going to take that gravel, it's going to put it into here, crash it into sand. The sand is then going to go into the system. And then you guessed it, this is going to take the sand from the system, put it into this one. Yes, put it into this one, which is going to turn into dirt. And the dirt is just going back into the system, and nothing is happening with the dirt yet. And then I also have seeds being pulled from the system to be turned into biomass, and that's just being directly put into here. But I also have some extras. So whenever it backs up, we should start storing biomass as well. So hopefully the way this works, we're going to stock up on cobblestone, gravel, and sand, and also dirt. That's the plan, at least, hopefully. That's what happens. I think it should work. So yeah, I am really happy with this. I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna decorate this room just a little bit, just for my sanity. So I'll be right back when that's done. All right, so in here I have something, obviously, as you could probably tell, really basic, because I don't think I'm actually going to be in here that much messing with this stuff unless I upgrade it at some point. I want to see what we're doing on seeds, because we should be like, yeah, really low on seeds, but that's okay. That's the point. These seeds have literally no other purpose, because these automatically replant themselves. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that. And I might do something with whenever we will back up eventually, and I might make bone meal out of the seeds, but we'll see. But check this out. We already have 300 pieces of dirt, and you know what I also have is, so if I go and put these all down, all this dirt can go in there. I guess the cobblestone we don't need. Gravel can go in there. We have a lot of sand. And all the sand can go in there. So we should start hypothetically backing up on a lot of things, actually. It's beautiful, I say. It's beautiful. Every part of this is so awesome. Alright, as you can see, everything has moved to the correct spot. I went ahead and I got rid of all the drawers I had here because I was like, wait a minute, I put drawers here on purpose. As you can see, it's been a teensy little bit of time since the last cut, but that's okay. Now, there are a few more things we need to do to actually finish and round up this temple, and that's going to be the production of, well, getting glass, mud, and packed mud. But I think I'm going to take a teensy little break from doing all this because I've been working on this literally all week. I know this episode has been taking a while to get out, but that's just because I have finals going on right now, so I do apologize about that. But I think what I'm going to do is, I haven't actually explored that super duper much, and I know it looks like I have, but I want to go adventuring. I want to find a dungeon to take down, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to make a better sword, and then I'm going to do a little bit of adventuring. It shouldn't be too long, and I'm sure you guys know how I do already. We're going to montage it. Oh, this sword is going to be awesome. So I went ahead and I started my little journey, and it didn't really take me that long to find what I was looking for. Oh shoot, guys, look what I found! And that is gonna be one of these big stone dungeons, and oh my gosh, these things are so broken when you combine them with Apotheosis. I mined so many spawners. And there was also a lot of loot. There were a lot of chests that I opened. There's a lot of stuff going on in here right now. Supposedly, this is where the loot gets really good. Oh, and there's redstone on the floor, which I will be grabbing. There's just an enderman spawner. Alright, sweet. Then after around like 30 minutes of going through that dungeon, I decided it was time for me to head home. I see home! Finally! Alright, now that I've done a little bit of exploring, I guess I should go ahead and show you guys all that I got. A lot of it I have put into bundles and whatnot and already sorted because, well, I just wanted to get it out of the way. But I have 37 spawners, guys. 37. I know. I think I have 3 wither skeleton spawners and 1 enderman spawner. So we're doing pretty good on those. I'm pretty happy about that. And I also have a bunch of apotheosis gems. We'll use these eventually, just not right now. But now it is actually time to finish the task we have at hand, which is getting more sand, and it looks like we're almost full on a lot of this stuff, which I'm really happy about. We need to get sand, mud, and packed mud. Now, this shouldn't be too hard to do. Not sand, glass. Glass, obviously, we can just cook the sand we have. Mud, I think, shouldn't be too hard. We could either use a chemical injection chamber, but I feel like this is a little expensive. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. Or we could use a fluid encapsulator, which this is quite cheap. But obviously the chemical injection chamber is going to be a lot faster, but I do know it uses a lot of more power, so we'll see. And then obviously to make mud, all we need to do is craft up this wheat with the mud we have, and we should get plenty of packed mud. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna gather a few machines that we need to make all this stuff happen, and then I will return shortly. Alrighty, so I have some basic stuff that should hopefully be able to get us what we need. So I have a crafter to craft the dirt and the wheat into mud, or into packed mud, I mean. I did go ahead and I went with the chemical injection chamber for getting mud, and I'm hoping it doesn't use too much power. We'll see, right? I don't think it will. And I also have this gas upgrade, so it won't use that much of the gas that this makes, so I think we'll be okay on power. And I don't super know if I have enough room to put all this back here, so I might just make a new room for it. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've connected up power. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly build all the stuff. I have an access point to all the drawers over here, so I should be able to access all the items, and then I'll be back when I have something built up that hopefully works. Whoa, look at that! I'm making water vapor. Oh, that is really fast. That is using a lot of power, though. We can probably turn this down just a little bit. Will you work? Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, look at this. Are we making enough water vapor? I think we are. This uses so much power. Oh my gosh. Why does it use so much? Oh my gosh. We don't have the power for this? Wow, that does use a lot. How much does it use with, like, all 8? Yeah, okay, we're not making that much. That's only 6 of them. I'll stick with 3 speed upgrades in there. Well, we are making mud though, which is good. Check this out, we're making mud. That's awesome. Sweet, check that out. So I think I have a system that works. So what I'm doing is I am taking the dirt that we're making here, turning it into mud, crafting the mud with the wheat we have over here, and then making packed mud, and that seems to be working quite well. Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Okay. So as you can see, we're running now probably quite low on wheat here in a second, and then we also should be running out of dirt pretty fast, but I guess we're not. The mud, oh, yeah, the mud is now out. We'll have to look into speeding this up in the future. Alright, so I think the last step now is to go ahead and just make glass, and that should be pretty straightforward. I'm just going to need a furnace, and I'm going to have to take the sand and put it in that furnace. So I'll be back when I have something whipped up. Sweet! Okay, I think everything is just straight up working now. Let me go ahead and quickly explain kind of what's going on. So we have a similar system to what's happening over there. Basically, I'm taking stuff out of here on this orange channel, inserting them into all of these machines on the orange channel, except for the water, of course. That's just coming from the sink. And then after that, I'm just extracting them on this white channel, and they're being inserted back into the system on the white channel. So everything should be working. We should be getting glass, we should be getting mud here, but obviously we're running low on mud, so that's kind of the hiccup right now because these are really slow to make. I don't want to really be using 1.5 thousand RF a tick. That's just way too much. I can't afford that at the moment. Maybe I'll upgrade the system we have, our little factory up there that creates power. But check that out. That is pretty neat. This is going to take a decent while to back up, specifically probably the mud here, or the packed mud. The mud won't take that long, simply because this is just dirt. And the dirt is also kind of a problem because seeds, but we'll get there eventually. And I also have plans to speed this up, so that shouldn't be so bad. So what I'm going to quickly do is decorate this room like I normally do. And we also have space in here for more stuff eventually, because as you can see, we have a lot more drawer space, 6 more items, so we might automate some more stuff in here. I'm not super sure yet, but I'm going to go ahead and decorate this, and then I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, I have it a little bit decorated. I think this room still needs some work. I ran out of basalt, so I had to make the ceiling out of mud instead. But, I mean, like I said, we're not really going to be going in here that much, so I think this is enough detail for me. But we should be doing pretty good on a whole bunch of stuff now. Right, like glass we should be almost full on. Well, I guess not, but we are making glass at a pretty decent rate, so this should be more than enough to provide us with what we need. We're making mud, which is very awesome. I'm very happy to just be able to grab some mud from here, or packed mud, I keep saying. The mud we also are making. Dirt, I think, is seriously just going to be the main handicap because the seed production is low. Obviously, I just grabbed some more stuff, and I'm manually filling this system with stuff that we can turn into biofuel, which I think is an okay solution for now. But obviously, we're going to want something better in the future. But like I said, for right now, I am pretty happy with this. I think this should be more than enough for what we need. So check that out. We are automating literally all of these things. You might use this biofuel for something else in the future. I don't know what else we can super use it for. Alright guys, well unfortunately that is all the time I have left for today's episode. So if you guys did enjoy, please hit the like button down below and subscribe if you do want to see more of me. And I do apologize for this episode coming out just a little bit late. Hopefully you guys forgive me. I'll try to speed up the uploads here once the summer actually starts for me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the porch in the next episode of All the Mods 9. Later!